Life is celebration, isn't it? If you're happy, do you see every step that you take, every breath that you take is celebration? Have you noticed at a certain moment when you're very happy, every little thing that you do is celebration? Only when you don't know joy, then celebration has to be organized. Otherwise, every moment of your life, whatever you do is… Have you noticed at a certain moment when you're very happy, just walking is celebration, isn't it so? That's how it should be. Celebration need not necessarily mean we all have to get together and do something, not necessarily. But now we want to have a common celebration, it needs a little organization. If individuals are… their very existence and their very life is celebration, then if they come together, whether there is a party or otherwise, anyway celebration will happen. Yes? Do you see, you met your old friend, are you really happy? Over a cup of water, you can have a great celebration, isn't it so? So the question is not about what you're drinking, what you're eating, what kind of atmosphere you're in, you're joyful. It's the inner atmosphere which decides the celebration, not the external. Especially if there is no inner celebration and there's too much external celebration, you will become absolutely depressed, please see. You are internally very, right now, down, and outside big celebration is going on. Do you see it becomes all the more difficult, these celebrations? At least if it was a normal situation, your depression could be easily handled. Now outside a big celebration is happening, internally you're down. Do you see it becomes extremely difficult for you? So celebration is not because we beat the band, or we drink, or we eat, or we do something. Celebration is because you're joyful. There is no other way for celebration, isn't it? And right now somebody beats the band, somebody dances, somebody sings, somebody eats, somebody drinks, why? He's trying to get himself into a joyful situation. Yes? Yes or no? He's trying to somehow get himself into a joyful situation. Whatever you call as joy, whatever you know as happiness, I'm sure definitely you have had your moments of joy in your life. When you're joyful, did the joy rain upon you or did it blossom within and find an external expression? Which way was it? Internally or from outside? Where did it happen? Internally. It always came from within, but only thing is, right now the ignition is outside. Yes? The start button is somewhere in somebody else's hand, not in your hand. But the joy is always within you, isn't it? Did you ever feel joy this way? No. See, people are talking about giving happiness, receiving happiness. This is all plain nonsense. You can't give it, you can't receive it. It is just that somebody's presence may ignite your happiness, but you don't receive happiness from anybody, isn't it so? You're unhappy. If somebody is very happy, it may become more insulting than igniting. So, if life has to become a celebration, one has to become absolutely joyful within himself. Is such a thing possible? Is this some empty talk? Do you know the realities of life? Maybe you come from some ashram where everything is perfect. It is not so. You need to understand that most of you are managing your own businesses and industries, whatever. We are also managing a large institution, over 250,000 volunteers around the world, doing various types of activities. Oh, if any of you know daily crisis, I know 10 times more of that kind of crisis on a daily basis. Every day is a crisis. And you're working with volunteers. Working with volunteers, what it means is, see, if you're managing businesses and industry, one of the main tools of your management is, if somebody does not function the way he should function, you'll fire him. Isn't it so? That's the main tool of your management. and we don't have the tool. I cannot fire anybody because everybody is a volunteer. It doesn't matter what they do, you can't fire them. Do you know how difficult management is now? So it's not because life situations are this way or that way, you're happy or unhappy. Somebody is happy not because everything is perfect with his life. Somebody is happy because he's happy, that's all.